Good morning, everybody. It's Linnell of Linnell's Adventures. It is Tuesday, May 20th. I'm taking off on Friday the 23rd for Anaheim for 3 days in that area. Hit the beach, then come back Sunday night. If my brother's not here Monday or decides not to come on Monday, I may stay there another night and just enjoy California for Memorial Weekend. Leaving early Friday morning, and it's like 5-hour drives. I don't know what the traffic's going to be like on a Friday, probably 6 hours. So I'm giving myself some extra time. Going to the R2 LA event. Those are the R2 Los Angeles local droid builders, and they invite people to come to their event, their annual picnic, and that's where I'm going, at a friend's house. So lots to do in 3 days, and then when I get back on Tuesday, oh God, we got a lot to do before I hit the road on June 5th for Phoenix Fan Fusion. Then come back on January 8th, early in the afternoon, as much as possible, to get my van. I'm not even coming home. I'm just going to drop off my van along with all my other stuff, except for one bag that I'm going to carry on the plane. The State Farm is finally sending the refund to pay for the damage on my door. On the 8th, I'm dropping it off at the Collision Center here in Golden Valley, and then the gentleman who runs the place has graciously offered to take me up to the Motel 6 where I could catch the airport shuttle again, and I'll get the airport shuttle reservation today. On the 8th, I go back to Vegas Airport, sleep in the fabulous Vegas Airport floor carpet, and then leave at 6 in the morning. I got to get up at probably at 4:35, probably 5, and go through security, and I'm just going to carry a carry-on bag. I'm not even that. It's just a little ditty bag that I'm carrying with a couple of shirts and a couple of shorts and a pair of jeans, and that's about it. So I go on the 9th back to Denver, and then pick up my car in Fountain, which is about an hour and a half away. Then I got a lot of stuff to do on the car. Got to unload all the droids. Got to unload some stuff at another storage unit. My 3D printers. Anything I'm not taking is going back in that storage unit until October. Sorry, no droids at this time. 3D printers so I could start reprinting Lola because she broke. And get back to working on Lola. Once I get back, I got to offload the furniture, then offload my brother's stuff at a storage facility in Bullhead, about half an hour away. And then I got to drop off the truck by the 14th. Remember, it takes at least 2 days to get back from Denver if I don't stop, except to sleep for maybe 6-7 hours at a rest area. So I gotta rush it back and be back by the 13th. I'm leaving on the 11th as early as I can. Be back on the 13th as early as I can, because I have the 13th and 14th, and have it returned, the U-Haul returned by 5 o'clock 14th. 15th, I'm going to take a day to sleep and load up my van again, because I got to leave early in the morning or late evening or something, probably early morning on the 16th, to get to Indianapolis for DroidCon. Then I'm going to, which I've got to do today, make reservations somewhere. I'm going to come back via St. Louis to do the St. Louis Arch, the Gateway Arch. Then I've got to, I'm going to go probably to Flagstaff for a week or two for 4th of July, just get out of the heat, and then come back in mid-July. So I'll be gone for almost 6 weeks. So, anyway, that's my plans, my future plans. I don't want to give you the whole history of what happened from September to now. We'll do that in another chat video, get everybody caught up. But I am now in my bed. This is my bed. And I know there hasn't been a video in a while, and I do apologize that. I'm getting this out tonight, filming in the morning, doing some yard work, cleaning up, trying to make space for my furniture when it does come in, or when I go get it. But it's been a long journey since September to get to Golden Valley. I've had one grand adventure, huge, and I apologize to Mark Guido for saying grand adventure, but it is a grand adventure. And it was, it's been heartaches, learning experiences, what I can and cannot do in my van, how I want to change my van, that I don't have time. I do have to get things fixed when I get back on either Monday or Tuesday in my van, because I gotta have it for 6 weeks in June. I'm gonna put my video of my walkthrough of the house and the property and what I have to do, the problems with this property, and my vision of how to make it my beautiful ranch. It's only 1.2 acres. It's not a ranch, but I'm going to call it, and I want you to vote on this. Keep, put in your comments what you think you want to call this ranchette. I'm thinking Tumbleweeds Ranch, because it's full of tumbleweeds. L&L Ranch, no, that doesn't make sense. But I like Tumbleweeds Ranch. But if you've got something better, put in the comments. Put in the comments about what I should do to improve this property, better way of improving. If anybody knows how to put a hard hat together, the inner part into the hard hat, I'm having big difficulties trying to figure that one out. Yeah. California, here I come. Boop, 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 ba-da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm not a singer, but yeah, I'm excited. It's been a while since I've been to California, and I'm only 5 hours away. So, anyway, here's the walkthrough of my home in Golden Valley, Arizona. We're permanently living now, and hopefully I can make this into the beautiful cactus property that I've always wanted, the beautiful views, the beautiful desert. I love it here. I do. And I'm smiling a lot more and not hurting as much as before. I used to have aches and pains all the time. That's from stress and bad back pain and work, home, everything else, all the issues I had back in Colorado, back in Aurora. It's all gone. It's all gone. I love it here. Enjoy the video. And remember to find your own adventure. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's Linnell of Linnell's Adventures. It's Sunday, May 18th, 2025. It's been a while since I've done an actual video. I'm going to show you my property and my house, what I've done. It is cluttered. There's a big stack of garbage with cardboard boxes right here. There's a lot of work to do on this house, a lot of cleanup. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that I've noticed on my property and what I need to do, what kind of money I have to spend. And I've spent about $3,600 on the plumbing, which is not bad. All the plumbing is working. I'm waiting for an electrician to call me back this week because there's no plug for the garbage disposal that just got installed, or the dishwasher. God knows where all that went to. There are spaces for all these appliances, but they ripped everything out. What the hell? Whoever owned this place sure didn't do a good job at all. And it's my budget to fix up stuff was about 5 to 7, and I think I'm gonna go over that about 10, just to make this livable. It's livable inside, but there's a lot of problems with it. A lot of problems with the house. The property trashed. But I got for 119 to 119,500 total, and my total budget for everything was less than 200. And I'm still under budget. Okay, so let me turn this around. We're going to go outside first. Okay, here's my door. So this black carpet is coming off. This door right here. The screen door that's barely on is coming off today. It's 6 screws. And it's all ripped up anyway, so it's a piece of crap. So that's coming off. This stairwell is dangerous. I'm barely walking on it, little bit by little bit. Here's the beginning of my one garbage pile of everything I found underneath the stairwell. This front stairs is coming down. Everybody said that they promised to get me in touch with somebody who will make me a deck. They haven't. I like this. I'll keep this part. That's kind of nice. More garbage. Stuff that goes in the van. I had to take it out because I thought I was turning the van in on Wednesday. We made a deal that he did all the pictures for State Farm, got all the information, and I come back on June 8th, and I'm going to drop this off. You can see what happened to the door. He knows about me hitting the tree, backing up, and I bought the part for that. He's going to install that. But this is the front yard. It's a big front yard. And I'm going to place a couple of trees. I would like to get a couple of these trees, probably in the front here, and one in the back in the corner. That would be nice. You can see all the trash in here. Not this year, probably not next year, probably when I retire, when I get my Social Security. I'll have a little bit more money. I would like to pave this out. You could tell it had some kind of gravel on it. I'm going to get that gravel, red chip gravel. Let's start over on this. Let's check on the cactus that was blooming over here. See how that's blooming. More stuff over here. Take this. I find stuff like this and I throw it in the pile. I mean, I don't know. I think what they did is they were building the inside of this. Didn't decide not to do anything with the outside. But all the construction workers just left everything here. There's a lot of glass, a lot of everything. The windows, they put single pane windows in, which is horrible. I can hear every wind and everything in it. So, again, I gotta live with that for a while. There is a spigot here. I have no idea if it runs. Sure be nice if it did. This little cactus. Come on, bloom, baby, bloom. Looks like it will eventually. There's something in there. It's gonna bloom, but it's a nice barrel cactus. And there was a big tumbleweed on here that I got rid of. There's something else growing there. Let's check out this barrel cactus. All my trees seem to be doing fine. was a ring of trees here at one time. It looks like a bunch of them died. This one's doing good. And these are natural. I'm pretty sure this is natural. They just left these here. These trees here, they're never going to get big. They are thorn trees. They're not going to get tall. But they are pretty nice, and the quail love it. The quail do love it. There's some big rocks here. And I would like to continue the big rocks. Looks like a lot of big rocks that they just stopped. They are building over here. I'm gonna ask them if I can have some big rocks over here. Somebody, I never saw a sign. There is a sign down there. The property here is for sale. This is not. It's not quite across the street from me, but I'm gonna look into it. I would love to buy the 2.5 acres behind me. So the trees here are, I think, healthy. They look pretty healthy, especially these. And these, they're all blooming. Little yellow flowers everywhere. I love my little yellow flowers. Just about 8:30 in the morning. I think this is I think it's called an ocotillo. And gotta be very careful not to get close to it. But look at that blooming. They're blooming. I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You gotta be careful walking under these because the thorns and the flowers do fall off. And you get thorns and flowers down here. The birds eat this up. Okay, so see, that's the only real beautiful cactus I want to keep in the barrel cactus. I think this is about, well, I'm going to keep that tree here. I'm going to keep all the trees here. Absolutely. Keep my little forest here. That one especially, but I think this, I'm not sure. About right here where it's kind of empty in this corner. Right about here. Put one of those bigger trees. Or I put it down here in this corner. I don't know. This is going to be 2.5 years from now. When I start, yeah, it's 2.5, a little over 2.5 years. I start my, let's see, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". Let's see. I start my Social Security January 28. Yeah, I think this will be a good place for this whole blank area right here. Let's see if I get in the street. The street is, this is really slopey right here. Give me a moment. And you do not want to be walking on this. That's the street I live on. But it's like a 1 minute walk, if that, 30 seconds to 1 minute to get to my mailbox at the end of the street here, across the street. So I think right here is where I want to put that tree. Big tall tree right here. I think that'd be pretty. I also want to get one of those ranch type gates, either here or in front of the driveway. And I think in front of the driveway would be fine. In front of the driveway would be great. It's nice and cool today. They say this is the most unusual weather they've ever had because it's usually up around 100 by this time. I think we had one day of 98 $5.96. But yeah, put the gate right here. Put the gate in front of here from that corner to this corner with the tumbleweed wrench. But we had some rain and a lot of wind last night and cooler weather, and all of the plants are doing quite well. So I like the barrel cactus. I think they're kind of cool. I think they look healthy. I don't think they're dying off. I think they look pretty good. Okay, we're coming down my driveway. A lot of work on the fence. So the fences do not belong to me, except for the front, the gates. That fence belongs to him. The fence over here belongs to him. The back fence belongs to Mojave County, and it's a piece of crap. I love this. This is another piece of trash pile that came out from underneath this tree, and there's some more trash underneath there that I cannot reach. I've got to get a lock here, or a gate, one of those flip up gate things. Get that. One thing I'm going to do today, since it's cool, yesterday was so windy, everything blew, couldn't work in here, but I got to scrub this off and repaint it, keep it from rusting anymore. I have my gloves on. More big rocks. I'm going to put these rocks, I don't know if you can see, these rocks are going to the driveway, and I may replace this whole thing. This whole fence needs, this is my fence and the one on the other side, and I'm going to probably get a wooden. I don't want a wooden fence, they crack. All of my beautiful tumbleweeds ended up in that corner. Alright, see this orange line? You can barely see it. That's where my cabin is going in next week. Next week or the week after, before June 4th. I told them it had to be in before June 4th. So it's from here. Let me get in. This is the back side. This right here is the back. And once that is down, I bought a bunch of stuff. My hard hat I can't get put together, so once that's down, the cement pad is going to be the barbecue pad, a little bit off the deck, the front porch of the cabin. The cabin is my entertainment area, but this is where it's going to be. The yellow lines are faint now, bright orange. Had my white shoes on and no wind, and then a gust of wind, and it sprayed right on. Not heavy, but a little dusting on my shoes that look kind of pinkish now. So here's the end, and here's that end. My brand new ladder. I'm not going to do anything with the ladder today. I'll put the ladder in here, so right now I'm just using this to store that stuff, so I can work on stuff. Ooh. Hello, spider. Right on my camera, right on my phone. So, there's some electrical here that I've got to be careful with. But I don't see anything else that's, it's cut. It's totally cut, so all this is coming down. All of it, I may keep the roof on, but I really, in the roof in the frame, well, part of the frame. I won't put pergola here, but here's the cement pad. You can see that one side has sunk a little bit. As see it better this way. But I think this will be a great cement pad for the grills. Barbecue pad. Okay, so here's where all my tumbleweeds were. They're all gone now. The wind yesterday was so ferocious. So ferocious. So, the fence goes here. Hi, baby. And then I got a lot of work. This is going to be after I get back in the month. I'll be here for July and August, but there's a lot of crap back here. Here's the rest of my tumbleweeds all up and down here. There's the neighbor's dog. Forgot his name. He's a cutie. Yeah, a lot of tumbleweeds, a lot of trash back here. We're going to get rid of all this. Nope. You don't want... What do you smell? What do you smell? Smell the ponies? The ponies are over there. There's the ponies. One of them. He's coming towards us. I put where he was. Where is he? There he is. That's one. There's 3 of them here. He's just so cute. He's the chill one, the brown one, brown and white. He's chill. He's chill. I call him chill because he's so chilled. The other 2 are, they fight and play and do all kinds of stuff. So this is the fence that belongs to Mojave County. I'm going to ask them to come out and fix this fence. Get their fence all fixed up. And that's all Mojave County. 2.5 acres behind me and another 2 acres behind him. If it ever goes on market, I'm buying it. My 2.5, that'll make this, I think it's 2.3 and this is 1.2. That'll make it 3.5 acres, which would be cool for me. And I wouldn't do anything. I would just get the Mojave to fix their fence and the county. It's like not even straight. It's like back and forth, like zigzag. And that's cool because I have plenty of room to do stuff back here. So this is my backyard that you can see. You'll see some more stuff over here. We're just walking the fence. This is not just a tumbleweed. It's a mound of dirt and massive amount of tumbleweeds here. I'm going to need help getting out. Just massive. I'm going to get this all leveled off. Like his yard. I'm going to see his yard is all leveled. Get this all done. I think back here, as long as it doesn't impede my view of the mountains over here, and the mountains just, look how, it's a jagged side. The other side, the front side, it's Wallow-Pine Mountain, and it is just, looks like any mountain that you see. These are different. These are absolutely different. You don't see mountains like this very often. This is why I love it. So this mountain right here, we don't know what that butte is called, but that's where 68 goes by. That goes up and over. See if I get my finger up and over here by that butte. My favorite view. Just beautiful. Beautiful mountains on this side. The others are taller mountains. I just spent almost over 25 years looking at tall mountains. I like these deserty mountains. And they're up close. So I'm thinking right about, if it doesn't impede anything, maybe put a little gazebo back here in this corner. Yeah, right about here would be a nice place to put the gazebo. But that will be a later project, because the major project that I'm still waiting for the plans, which should get here by the 31st, I hope, and then we start. I send that to the concrete guy, he pulls the permits. But the 24 by 40 is going on this side, and I think it'll work along this fence. Gotta get rid of all these anthills. They're out. I think this is where the 40-foot line, I haven't measured this, but the garage doors are going against that gate. Hopefully. And if I have to bring it in a little bit, or driveway to get in, that's fine. I'm actually going to take down the gates. Totally. I don't want the gates, because that's where my garage is. I may put garage door opener on it. But this is where I'm standing, where the garage, I think the front of the garage has to go right around here. I don't, look at these beautiful trees. This is what I want on my property. These trees that have been here for years. I don't know what they are. They're beautiful. I've seen them in other yards. If you know what this tree is, let me know. Looks like a weeping willow, but it's not. It's got this beautiful gray bark. And they're cool. They just feel cooler. They're all over the desert. Got these little berries. So I'll back up and take a picture of that. That's Wallapai Mountainside, and I don't know which one is actually Wallapai Mountain. I drove up there, and I paid for, no I didn't, it was free for vets, military vets and first responders and teachers, get them for free. It's the Mojave County Parks and Rec. She wanted me to show her a piece of mail that proved I lived in Mojave County, with an address on it, and had my P.O. box on it, and it was a VA letter with a P.O. box in Kingman. She said, "Oh my God, you're a vet?" And I said, "Yeah." "Okay, you get it for free." It's like, holy moly. My 24 by 40 building is going on this side. It should not impede the view in the back. Okay, so this is where the garage and workshop and everything is going to go. A lot of trash, and I will show you this. This is ridiculous. The story is somebody knocked the windows in the backyard out. And that's why they replaced the windows? No, they did in the front yard. This is construction. Because I'm getting horrible stuff, like this stuff and construction crap. I have no idea what these bars are. I want them out. But back here, glass everywhere. If somebody busted the windows out, you don't get glass underneath there. So I gotta rake this up. There's no glass on the steps, but the steps are, they're okay. These are sturdier steps than the ones in front. I like these steps better, but I don't like the wooden railing. And I want a deck back here too. Get rid of all this. get a better one. Get metal railing on this. They say it'll be hot. I said, yeah, I could get rubber tube or something. Wooden railing gives me splinters, so I don't know. Trex decking or something, I don't know, but look at all this glass. I also got a new water heater. The water heaters on these units are always on the outside for some stupid reason. And I gotta get insulation and a door for this. There's a place called the Red Barn that will give me doors and stuff, but this is all working. It's all brand new. Plumber did an amazing job with 3600 to get everything working. Here's my air conditioner. My heater is inside, but it is beyond awful. It's like, what the hell is this? You can see more glass. There's glass up front too. I don't know what this cement slab is for. I am not going to put the grill this close to my house, that's for sure. But look at all these shards of glass. I do have to fix the back bottom, and I am going to repaint this either to match it's a darker santan with a cream colored trim on the cabin and the garage workshop. I'm debating whether to do the same color on this to make it all matchy, or make this like Santa Fe, that terracotta reddish adobe color with burgundy trim. I do know it's going to have real teal door on it. The door I'm going to replace is in storage in Colorado. So yes, that's one thing I have to put on my list. I have to bring back that door. And replace the door in the front with that. But this is my... Oops, the wind just knocked this over. Didn't knock it over, just... I'm going to get two of these. Yeah, I already have one. I'm going to get a second one. And the reason for that, I am getting a rollover, I hope, if they ever call me back. A lot of cleanup to do back here. I mean, really. What the heck is this? Ugh. Some cleanup. Oh, I got one of those. Time I come back here, I find new stuff. I don't know what all of this is. This is ridiculous. I figure out all of this. And it's badly done. Very badly done. And it comes out here, and look at this. Frayed wires. I'm going to have the electrician look at that. What is this? It's nothing, cut it off. This is there a fuse box in here? Fuse box for the house is inside. These are the meters. This is the electric company. And of course there is something up there that's busted. Here's a couple of, yeah, that's right there. If it works, I'll have the electrician look at that. This is really, I'm gonna have the electrician look at everything, see if this works. If this works on Golden, because they need the electricity to work on the cabin over there. I was like, okay, where is the plug next to the stairwell? That's what I was looking at. But if this is what I think it is, well, I'm not sure, and I don't want to, but if this is, and with the plugs, no, that's an on-off switch. I think this is the electric company. Yeah, and that's about to fall off anyway. Yeah, that's, if this works, yay, I got an outdoor plug. I don't even know if there's any outdoor plugs. I did not have any outdoor plugs in my big house in Colorado. This is the clean out pipe for the septic. And the septic is in the middle of the yard where all that white gunk is. I'll show you. And where the rocks are. All these rocks are going back. Garbage everywhere. Everywhere garbage. So septic tank. And I think that is the leach field. That looks like the leach field part of it too. It's 22 feet off the at the back door. So that's about 22 feet. So we figured this has got to be where the septic is. And the pipe runs that way. So I'm safe with that there, and I'm safe with the big building there. Cabin and the garage should not impede the views or over the septic tank. Okay, since I forgot to unlock the back door, we're going to go through the front door. So that's the plan. Here's the whole entire backyard. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boats and 1, 2, 6 boats. I didn't even see the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boats. That's a lot of boats. Is he going to take me a ride on any of them? I don't know. Okay, let's go in the front. This whole filming was because of that Ocotillo. I think that's what it's called. Blooming bright red. I needed pictures of those. I said, I'll show you what I'm doing. Cleaning up. Lots of cleanup. Since it's cool and not windy, I will start raking up that glass. There's glass up front too. Raking up all this stuff. And then smoothing down the area, leveling it off where the cabin goes. That is the priority today. Okay, this is my living room. Right now, this is where the couch is going to go, but right now that's my camp table my camp chair that I'm using. This is the pile of boxes and garbage and crap that I need to get rid of. This is the horrible thermostat that I'm going to have HVAC replace after I get back. I just can't afford it right now. Half the stuff doesn't work. Okay. This light bulb does not give out light very well. Let me do this a little bit. These are my Goodwill curtains I found last week on tension rods. Let's see if I get these. Once the cabin is built, there will be no view really of these mountains. You get a view of the cabin once you're staying here. Oh, my shoelace is untied. And a little garbage can for them. But here's the guest room. All of this in the closets going into the garage. Once it's built, all that. I'll find a place for everything. Right now I don't have any place for anything. This bed frame is exactly the same as mine. It's got the plugs, and this is the plug for the mood lighting. That's the mood lighting. You get all these colors. That's a color bar that bounces off the wall. It's kind of cool. Not necessary, but kind of cool. I am getting the, I got my nightstand, which you'll see, and I just ordered the other one for this bed. So that has electric too. I have got to stop this and tie my shoe. Okay, I'm back. We were at the bed. Had to tie my shoe. This is an odd light. It's behind the door. Here's the guest bedroom, a bathroom. These are very odd cabinets. I don't think we do. Why they didn't build a cabinet in the middle, I don't know. There's one down below and one right here, and they never finished building it right here because these are the world's tiniest showers. I'm taking this whole thing out when I retire. I keep saying when I retire. I am retired. When I turn 65 on Social Security, I'm going to take all of this out and make one big shower here. I don't need a big tub, just a shower. Put the stool in there if they want it, and make it nice. I'm going to remodel this section right in here. Okay. I still have to put the towel bar up. I'm getting rid of this frame thing. This is awful. It looks exactly like the one I have in storage. But I have a big giant one if it'll fit here. And it came with the house. It fell off the wall and I don't want it in my bathroom, so we'll put it right here. A nice big mirror here. But this is, it's tiny, but it's decent. And I think it will work if I tear down those the shelves and do that, and then build more shelves in here, or rip this whole thing down and I'm thinking I can rip this whole thing down, except this is part of it, and so is this. Rip everything, rip this out, put more shelves in here, or either that or I put more shelves inside these two and build another box in here. I don't know. We're still working on that. Okay, the big living room that you just saw. So TV here, couch here. The IKEA TV stand that I've had for years goes right in here, and the TV will be right here on the stand. These are too flimsy walls to hang anything that big. I still have to put all this crap away. This is what the roll-off is for. My bar stuff is in the corner, what I have with me. I'm going to get another set of blackout panels like this, and it is literally blackout because I think it works and fits. Another set to go over here, and I'm going to use these to make cool valances out of them, because these are, I'm finding the blue is working much better than the orange. So they were only $15 a set, so I'll get another set next time I go to Walmart. I don't have a sewing machine, so that is on my list. This is going to where all my DVDs and CDs are going to go, right in here and right down there. Right now it's just cluttered with crap that was out of the van and out of the storage shed here. I literally used my van as a moving van to get my stuff to Kingman. That's a shelf that I built up. Well, I didn't build it. I put it up. Home Depot, and I really like the ends here. The ends are kind of cool. I think it's very modern, very nice. But I did this because of the modem router thing I have right here. All the cabling for that modem router, which I got to figure out what to do with. Oh yeah, that came from Celebration Japan. It's a key. Somebody gave this to me, a 3D printed keychain, bobble, Death Star, and this, she made that too. And then my Droid Builders lanyard, which I don't recall purchasing, but there it is. So I'll put other odds and ends up here, but this is really going to be the modem router central station, because the antenna is right there. So not the antenna, the satellite dish. They do satellite dishes here that bounce. Well, it is an antenna. It bounces off. My new fridge. And it is literally French door. You gotta check this out. I just found this like last week. Well, this was put in last week and it took me a few days. So I got lots of shelves here. This is strictly for fruits and vegetables, strictly for cheeses, and then I found this strictly for my sandwich meats and bacon and stuff. It's a small fridge. It's only 30 inches wide, very tiny, but very well done, very compact. I had to put this shelf up higher because the taller stuff. So I'm just so happy with this drawer. I found this a few days ago. I was like, yes! And this is where I get my water, which is stupid because I have to open the water, open and waste electricity to get to my water. That is a lot of expense because people don't like the look of it on the outside. Well, you're wasting electricity. But this is how this was built. It's a Frigidaire. Oops. But it does have an ice maker, and the ice maker is working. I've got all my ice creams, and, well, the ice cream is that low carb ice creams and berries and stuff on this shelf. This can roll back. Fish over here, meats over here, except for my big salmon. So I've got plenty of room to store several, 2 to 3 months worth of groceries. And it's gotta last because that was $400 worth of groceries. You just saw. The dishwasher will come in. The electrician is coming in because there's no plug for the dishwasher. That's the light switch. And this is where the fridge is. And yes, the fridge is out because of this wall. It wouldn't open the door. I could push it back just snuckle, but I could get my hand to this switch that turns on this light. So I got to finagle that fridge a little bit more. The plumber was out here Friday, and it is all new plumbing under here. All new plumbing. It was a mess. I wish I did before. And there's my garbage disposal, but once again, no electricity to use it, so I can't put anything down there yet. I did buy a new cheap $50 microwave. It's good. I'm not going to show you every cabinet in here. It will take a lot of time, but I just want you to see this entire kitchen without dropping off the stair. It's beautiful, rounded. I like it. I think this is the best kitchen I've ever had. I did put some of this yellow and black striping on because my brother and I kept falling off of it. I do like this element right here. I think that's a nice element. Nobody's going to go in the kitchen this way. This is going to be... Well, I like this. It gives a piece of luxury, I think. And my cookbook shelves, one of them is going to go right here, right in front. And the yellow tape to keep people from... I got plenty of that. The new range, it's exactly like my old range. It's a Whirlpool. So it's kind of the same. The only difference is these buttons were over here on my old range, and they just now, well, the newer ones now have it over here. That's okay. It works. This was already here, and that works. Everything here. A lot of storage. A lot of storage. Okay. This is the back door. We get the magnificent views and those stairs. Yeah, I may not be able, well, it depends of how far back the garage is, but right over here I may lose some of my view. Who knows? This is going to be all teas. Teas pots, everything. Oh, yeah. I gotta find a place for this. This is what my friend Tori made for me to match my my van. I gave her a picture, and look, she put R2-D2 in there. Then that's kind of what my mountains look like, a little bit jagged. It's pretty. I like it. And I gotta find a place for that right now. It holds a special honor with the golden bunny I've had for years. I've never opened. We're never going to eat that chocolate bunny because he just has that beautiful smile saying, "Don't eat me." Well, I know it's silly, but I get a chocolate bunny. I also have my zombie chocolate bunny. So right now down here, I'm storing boxes and other crap down here. But this is all going to be where my teapots and stuff go. And for those that didn't see, this is a little thing I brought back from Japan. This came from, where did it come from? Okinawa, not Okinawa, Osaka. Came from Osaka. Just a beautiful set. I'm not into pink, but everything had like Mount Fuji, and that's about it. And this has the castles. That's Nijo Castle, Osaka Castle, and the geisha on top of one of the famous bridges there, overlooking the hills. I think it was beautifully done. So that's a little treasure I got from Japan. Okay, over here again, I gotta get the door back on. I took the door on to get my new washer and dryer in. I bought this kind of when I first bought the house, the week I was here before I had to leave for Japan, and I just put it together, and it holds a lot of stuff. It's doing exactly what I thought it would do. I am going to build another shelf straight across for some soaps and some stuff, but right now this shelf is doing fine. I may put this down, or leave that there and put those down. That's my soaps. But the new washer and dryer works very well. They're Manas. Never had a Mana before, and I think it works pretty well. This is the heater. You ever seen anything like that? I've never seen anything like this in my life. I gotta get HVAC guy to tell me what the hell. This is from the 50s, but this was built in 83, this mobile home. So, I don't know. I'm gonna get that replaced and done. Over here is my pantry. I have a pantry. Yes, and it is organized, and there's more room back there to put more stuff and bigger stuff down here. My pantry. This is all the stuff I stuffed in my van in those big plastic bins because I didn't want to leave it behind in Colorado. And then I put some of the stuff in a box, and especially the canned goods. Put some of the canned goods in a box and put it in storage here. So this beignet mix is about the only thing I actually bought on the road. And I think I bought this here before I went to Japan. Everything else and that stuff I just bought. Everything else here, it was packed in my van. And I ate a lot of it, a lot of the canned goods. I think I bought like 4 more canned goods, but I got plenty of beans. Lots of beans. Okay, this is the fuse box. I'm hoping the electrician will tell me, label all this, because I have no idea. But the fuse box is inside, not outside. Yay! Because that was a big problem I had in my big house. It was on the outside, and every time it rained or snowed, for God's sakes. Snow, yeah. Okay, my bedroom. The exact same bed frame and exact same mattress is what you just saw in the... I just bought 2 of each. I just bought this one, seeing how I liked it. I think it's cheap junk, but for $40, this is that fabric boxes. $40, it's pretty nice and it matches pretty good. So I just ordered that for the guest room, and it too has the electrical plugs on it. So everybody gets electrical plugs in both rooms. I was wondering if it will work with the floor. I think it does. And this is why I bought it. This is the jacuzzi. Yes, it works. I talked to the plumber about this being hard to move. He says, we could fix it, but it costs a couple $1,000s to break apart everything to get to it. If it's hard to move, you could deal with it and just know you got to put a little more force on it. Or, and we're talking about this thing, that's the hot water. Or we can arrange to get it all fixed. That means taking down this panel, taking these panels off, getting everything, having to take all of this trim off, basically starting over. I was like, yeah, let's just hold off on that. It works. And the switch is, this is the timer switch. I could do up to half an hour or get out and do another half hour. I've been doing 15 minutes. Okay, so, yeah, here's another view of this is a big bedroom. So I'm going to put my desk in this corner. I have a small desk. That's another treasure I got from Japan at one of the train stations. I gotta get blackout lining for it. And yes, it will be the permanent curtain here, but it will go up above. Right now it's tension rods. I'm gonna use what I have in storage. But the desk is going to go here. I have a small desk that I can use. And my dresser right here. And that's about all I'm going to put in this room. My closets are all over here. Got big closets and they are a mess. This big window, I don't like the gold. I'm going to paint that probably silver or white. But yeah, I've got a big closet on this side. I did hang some clothes up. This is my hoppy jacket. They're pretty. It's pretty. I'll show all that to you later. And then right now I'm putting t-shirts in that bin and jeans in that bin. Suitcases. I had to buy the silver one and the white one while I was in Japan just to get my stuff back. Here's the kimono. I'm not going to really take the kimono off, but you can see the beautiful flowers on the sleeves. And I have the obies. I got 2 obi sashes that goes with it beautifully. Over here, this is the crane one with cranes. And that's just the plum one that goes with it. And I got to put all this together. Right now I'm just storing all this up here, but all of these blankets and pillows do store underneath the bed because this bed does lift. I just put it there for now. Yes, I have my Hello Kitty. These are all the Hello Kitties that I bought in Japan. And this magnificent fan of Mount Fuji. That's only Mount Fuji one, but it's magnificent. So I've got my Hello Kitty shrine going, including the Hello Kitty chopsticks my friend Perry gave me with one of the udon bowls I bought from him. This came with it, and I love Hello Kitty. I'm a Hello Kitty freak. I wish I saw the Hello Kitty train twice, and I took pictures of it, but it was so far off. Couldn't get it very well. That was another, these are called teguis from, they're scrap fabrics at the end of bolts, but this was specially made for us, like a castle. I thought that's the most Japanese thing I've ever seen. My bathroom, I'm trying to get, I gotta get some door stops, really nice door stops, because we have a problem in this house. This is not gonna work today. I'm gonna have to, the problem is none of the doors fit the door frame. They're all, let me show you. They all shut, but you see the big gap there and a triple gap down there. So I gotta get bigger ones. These small ones are not working. These are the small door stops that are not working. My bathroom is smaller, but I have toilet paper holder. A big place to put all of my, yeah, that'll go underneath the beds too. Big place to put all my towels and stuff. Place to put Band-Aids so I could get to them. And this exact same showers in the guest bathroom. They're tiny. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to expand this. I could expand this maybe out to the door frame, which will give me another 6 inches. Plus, this door does not stay closed. All these doors are hung wrong. But I could get myself maybe another 4 inches, maybe, up to the door frame. That's it. Not much I can do there. Yeah, I'm just hanging my stitch sheet set that I bought for making stuff, making an outfit with. It did come with a towel rack, but I'm going to replace it. A little garbage. And let's see how much I weigh today. Shall we? I got my heavy shoes on. 153.2. Minus about a pound of clothes and shoes. 152.2. Alright, so the other thing is this whole thing. You notice there's no mirror here. I'll show you that in a minute. There were 2, I don't know if you can see it in the video, there were 2 medicine cabinets here. 2 sinks. I'm using this sink mostly, but this is the medicine cabinet I bought that's big, has a mirror on it, and you can see where I screwed in the holes and put the anchors in. The problem is it's too heavy for me to lift, so I'm trying to get somebody to help me hang it. Hopefully before I leave on June 5th. This is the big mirror that was hanging over there. That's going into the guest bathroom. I'm not keeping this here. Yeah, all my R2s and Jaka says, hello, you're home, they're happy. Yeah, my bed's not made. But I really like my house, tiny as it is. I do turn off the lights because even though electricity is cheap here, I need to make it cheaper. Okay. So, let me take off my hat. My hair is all a mess because I gotta get to work outside in a minute. My schedule. Yeah, this is just 2 pieces of fabric I bought at Goodwill when I bought the curtains last week, just to get the heat out of my from the windows. It's cooler with the curtains on. And this window, every morning, bright light. I'd have to 5:30 in the morning, and I'd have to put the cover on. Plus, there is a road light right there, so I found this piece of fabric I do want to use to make a little moo-moo with, but it's doing well as a curtain right now. So on May 23rd, 24th, and 25th, I will be in Anaheim. I did get 2-night stay at the Motel 6 close to where we need to be. I'm going to a friend's house in Yorba Linda, which is just east of Anaheim, like right on the border. And the Motel 6 I'm at is about 10-15 minute drive from him. There's no place to park my van and boondock, so I just went ahead. The hotel was $70 a night, which is cheap for California. Cheap. And I said, okay, we'll do it. And it's right by a pizza place we're going to on Friday night anyway. So we got Friday night pizza party. Then all day Saturday is the R2LA Builders Group. They're the builders group in the LA area. Their big meetup. And I've been trying to go for years, and now that I'm only 5 hours drive away and not working, I'm going. So, and then Sunday, I thought about going to San Diego, visit my mom's grave, hit Pacific Beach, all that good stuff, but adds 2 hours to getting back home. That's 7-hour drive. So, and I want to be home Sunday night. So, I may just go to Santa Monica, which is 2 hours of traffic anyway. It'll be Sunday. I do want to go to the beach while I'm there on Sunday. Have a breakfast, get up early, go some beach, have breakfast, play on the beach, and then come on home. Monday, Memorial Day, I'll be working on the backyard, finishing up, because on Tuesday the roll-off gets delivered, I hope. I'm praying. And then that week and that weekend, the roll-off is getting filled with garbage. So putting on that glass. Everything has to be done by June 4th, because on June 5th, in the morning, early in the morning, well, not early, it's only a 3-hour drive to Phoenix. I'm going to Phoenix for Phoenix Fan Fusion. I got the old Travel Lodge, which is now Central City downtown, and about a 20-minute walk to the convention center. 20-30-minute walk, it'd be fine. And it's got parking lot for my van. And it's got Wi-Fi. It's got pool, but I think the pool is closed for the summer for renovation. I'll be busy anyway. So it's the old Travel Lodge that everybody put back in 2021 and older, how horrible it was, but it's changed hands and looks pretty decent now. And I got it for $65 a night plus tax, so about 70. Well, let's put it this way. For 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, I got for $202. And I think that's $73 a night, I think. Maybe 75. No more than 75. 202 total, including tax, at the old Travelodge, now Center City, downtown Phoenix. And it looks decent. It's just a bed to sleep on. Place to park my van. And if they have the pool up and ready, please place to cool down. It's hot in Phoenix. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing there. So I get back on, I'm going to leave at noon on the 8th. The Phoenix Fan Fusion is 6th, 7th, and 8th. On the 8th, I'm going to leave around 12, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock at the very latest. Maybe 1:30 at the very latest. Between 1 and 1:30. Actually, I have to leave the convention at 1 to get back to the hotel to pick up my van. I got to leave Phoenix at 1:30. No later. Because I got to be in town by 4, between 4 and 4:30. 5 o'clock at the very, 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 very latest, back in Golden Valley. I will not be going home. I will be dropping off my van at the collision center. State Farm finally got their butts in gear, and we're working on getting the van fixed. And then the guy who owns that collision center here in Golden Valley will take me to the Motel 6 so I can catch the Vegas shuttle bus, the airport shuttle in Las Vegas. Sleep overnight in Las Vegas motel. Not really. It's the airport. I'll sleep in the airport again. It's not that bad, but you don't get very much sleep. I got a lot of sleep on a 12-hour flight to Japan, but then I'm only taking a 2-hour flight to Denver. It was $45 on Frontier total. That's about what I can afford. So that leaves at 6 a.m. Again, in Denver at 9 because of change of time, I think. Shouldn't be change of time. Might be. Get in at 9:05. Yeah, it's change of time because it's only a 2-hour flight. And then my friend's going to pick me up, and we're going to drive to Monument to pick up my car, bring the car back. I got the Motel 6 right by the U-Haul place in my storage units. So I'm going to offload the car into my storage units, grab some stuff out of the storage unit we're not emptying out, like my 3D printers and one of my shelves, the cookbook shelf. Load that up into the car. The U-Haul has a tow dolly system on it. I'm going to ask them if I could pick up get the tow system on the 11th, because on the 10th, I'll be loading that U-Haul all day. We're going to try to clear out 3 of the 5 storage units, including my brother's. And then come back in October to offload the big 10 by 20 and the other 10 by 15. Load up as much as I can. What I don't load up, I'm going to have to pay for it until October. And that's a lot of money. But I think I could do it. I think it'll work out. Some of the stuff that's coming out of the 10 by 20 of another unit. So that I'm not worried about, because that's all the stuff that goes in the workshop that won't be finished until September, October. I won't be able to get back till October. At least I know Frontier has $50 flights one way, which is great. So once I get back, I drive back on the 11th. I got to get back by the 13th to offload everything on the 13th and 14th, not only at the house, and then go down to Bullhead to offload at the storage unit on the 14th, and then drive back to Golden Valley to drop off the U-Haul. On the 15th, I will get a day's rest, maybe. And on the 16th, I'm leaving for Indianapolis for DroidCon. And on the way back, I'm going to do St. Louis, Arch, Gateway Arch there in St. Louis. Spend a couple days there, and then do some sightseeing along the way. And then hit Flagstaff 4th of July weekend. And I won't be back till around July 8th, 9th, 10th, something like that. Mid-July, early mid-July. I've got 1 month from July till early August, actually, because I'm thinking of going to Colorado Springs Comic Con. We'll see how that works. And then and then I go back to Colorado for 6 weeks for, at least a month for Colorado All Seas Comic Collectors something. Then Colorado Festival of Horror, and then Elk Fest, and then see if my my big my garage is built by then. Grab another U-Haul. I'd have to come back and take another flight and come back in October to get my stuff. So I'm going to be busy until November. Then we could get a rest, hopefully. Then I start working on my workshop. Anyway, that's it. This is a longer video. Hope you enjoyed the tour of my property and of the yards and my plans. We'll give another tour once everything is done. Right now, got birds in my water heater again. I got to take care of. I got to go to the bathroom and start leveling the land for the cabin that's coming in next week. Well, have a great day. I don't know what my next video will be. Probably be Phoenix Fan Fusion and DroidCon and all that good stuff. So we'll see you all later. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And remember, find your own adventure. Thanks. If this is ever a reason to stay in Golden Valley, this is it. I can't get over the sunsets here. I just can't. The dogs are going to go at it again. This is my favorite view right here, that butte. Yes, that is the traffic on 68. 68 goes to Bullhead City in Laughlin, about 25 miles from here. This is what it's all about. And I'm in t-shirt and shorts. It's warm out here. Oh, that's been coolish. We haven't hit over 96. Was the highest we had 2 weeks ago. No, a week ago. When I got back from Japan, I think it was like the third day. It's been in the 80s since. 70s and 80s. This is my paradise. Put up a parking lot in paradise. However that song goes. The sparkling lights. Golden Valley is huge. A lot of people live here. I live here. I'm so happy. I can't wait to get a back patio built so I can just sit here and relax and enjoy the cool evenings and looking at my favorite view. Have a good night, everybody.